Okay. So this one, the first under ratio to moving average method. The first step, as I said, we need to calculate what is the moving averages for data, given data. If it is given for quarters, then we need to calculate as quarter wise. If it is given for month, then we need to find out moving average for monthly wise. So first step, calculation of moving averages, first step. And second step, calculate ratio to moving averages. This you know how to calculate moving averages. It may be 4 years moving average or 2 years moving average. So we can follow any moving averages which is given in the question. So sometime what happens if the quarter is given, so normal we follow 4 year or 4 quarterly moving averages, and if it is monthly, of course you can follow uh, 3 years or 5 years moving averages. Okay. So second step, ratio to moving averages. So how to find out ratio to moving averages? What is the formula to find out ratio to moving averages? So ratio to moving average is equal to actual data, for that particular quarter or month divided by moving average of that data, moving average for that quarter or month, moving average into 100. So actual data divided by moving average for particular quarter into 100. So you'll get a ratio to moving averages. Next, so after once you calculate what is the ratio to moving averages, then you have to find out total of that ratio to moving averages, then averages for each quarter or monthly. Need to find out what is the average and total, similar to previous method. Then you need to find out average of average. Averages of averages, that is for to find out total average divided by number of years or number of quarters, then you will get average of average. And the last step in ratio to moving average method, that is you need to find out seasonal variation or seasonal index. uh, the same formula, that is average for particular month or quarter. If it is given in month, then average for that month divided by average of average, average of average into 100. So with this formula, we can find out what is the seasonal index for month or quarter. So these are the steps you need to follow in order to find out seasonal variation under ratio to moving average method. Now we'll discuss one illustration, and we'll see how to find out seasonal index for this type of data. Okay. See this question. So calculate seasonal indices by the ratio of moving average method from the following data. Uh, Calculate seasonal indices by the ratio to moving average method from the following data. So 3 years data is given on quarterly basis, that is first quarter, second quarter and third quarter. So now with this data, you need to find out what is the seasonal indices for each quarter. So as I said, the first step, you need to find out what is the moving averages for each quarter. what is the moving averages for each quarter. So for that we need table. So the first column write year, then second column you can write quarters or month. So I'll write quarters, year, quarters. Then four quarter is given, so we need four moving average, 4 year, or 4 quarter moving averages, 4 quarter moving averages. Then the next column we can find out what is the ratio to moving averages. And the first year, first column year, second column quarter, and third column 4 quarter moving averages, in simple 4 figure moving averages, then ratio to moving averages. Just write down the questions. First year, 2009, the year 2009. In 2009, 4 quarter, 3, 4. Next, 2010. Here also 4 quarter, 2, 3, 4. Then 2011, 4 quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Before that, you can write actual data. Here, add one more column for actual data. 4 year moving averages. I'll write down the actual data which is given in the question. The first quarter, if you see, 2009, first quarter is 68. Then second quarter 62. Then 61, 63, 65, 58, 66, 61, yeah, 68, 63, 63, and 67. So these are the actual data given in the question. First, write down all the actual data in column wise. For 2009, 4 quarters and its actual values. For 2010, 4 quarters and its actual values. For 2011, 4 quarters and its actual values. So the next one is calculate moving averages. Here quarter wise data is given. So in the question they didn't mention which moving average you have to calculate. So you can assume that as quarterly data is given, so you can find out 4 figure moving averages. So I'll follow 4 figure moving average. So use calculator. So how to find out moving averages? First one, 68, 62, and 61, 60, total 4 years. Add 4 figures and divided it by 4. Find out average. Find out average. '68, 4 figure moving average. So 68 plus 62 plus 61 plus 63. So total 254 divided by 4. So 63.5, 63.5. So now you know that where we have to plot this value. That is in between 63 and sorry, second and third quarter, in between second and third quarter. So we can write down the value 63.125 or 63.5 average. So I'll just write down the values, averages, calculate moving averages 63.125, then 62.250. Likewise, you have to find out moving first two quarter there will be no moving averages. Then 62.375, 62.750, 62.875, 63.875, 64.125, next 64.500, and no values for last 2 years. Simple, find out moving averages. You know how to find out moving average. Next thing you have to leave this one, then next four figures, and next one leave this two, next four figures. Like that, find out four-figure moving averages. Four-figure moving averages. Done. Now, once you calculated moving averages, next one is to calculate ratio to moving averages. Moving average is nothing but what is the percentage of actual data to its moving averages. What is the percentage of actual data to its moving averages? I said the formula to find out ratio to moving average, that is actual data divided by moving average, actual data divided by moving average into 100. Actual data divided by moving averages into 100. So now see this one. So first two column there will be no moving averages, so we cannot find out what is the ratio to moving averages. Next one, for third quarter the moving average is 63.125 and actual data is 61. So find out what is the ratio to moving averages. So actual data 61 into 100 divided by 63.125. So you'll get 96.63 percentage. 96.63 percentage for ratio to moving average. Likewise, calculate for the second one, that is actual data 63, moving average 62.25. So 63 into 100 divided by 62.25. So 101.20. 101.20. So find out ratio to moving average for all data. So I'll write down 104.21, 92.43, 104.97, 95.50, 106.04, 97.67, and last two year there will be again there will be no moving average for last two quarters, so we cannot find out what is the ratio to moving averages. See, the first thing, find out moving averages, then find out percentage of actual data to its moving averages. That is called ratio to moving average. Now we need to find out total, average and average of average, then seasonal index. Now write down the values year wise and quarter. So year 2009, 2010, 2011. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Now see the previous table and just write down the values, ratio to moving averages, these values. See, in the year 2009, first quarter ratio to moving averages is nil. So just write down nil. Then in 2009, second quarter, the again value nil. And 2009, sorry, 2009, third quarter ratio to moving average 96.63. 96.63. Then 2009, fourth quarter, the ratio to moving average 101.20. 101.20. 101.20. Likewise, write down all the ratio to moving average values in this column. For 2010, if you see 2010, 104.21, 92.43, 104.97, 95.50, then 106.04, 97.67, and dash. So now find out, these are the ratio to moving averages value. Next we need total of this column wise for each quarter. Total for first quarter 104.21 plus 106.04. So total it becomes 210.25. And for second quarter 92.43 plus 97.67, the total 190.10. Next for third quarter 96.63 plus 104.97, so 201.60, and this one 196.70. Just add the values column wise. So that is the total. Next, averages. Find out average. So total is 210.25 by adding two values. So 210.25 divided by 2. 210.25 divided by 2, 105.125. Next 190.10 divided by 2. So 95.05. Next 201.60 divided by 2. So 100.8. Next 196. 196.70 divided by 196.70 divided by 2, so 98.35. Now find out average of average. Average of average. You can, this one is, you can keep for seasonal index. Average of average. So average of average is equal to total of this average divided by number of quarters. So 105.125 plus 95.05 plus 100.8 plus 98.35 divided by 4. So average of average is 99.83. 99 point, just add these values averages and divided by number of quarters. That is average of average 99.83. Now we can find out what is the seasonal index. So seasonal index for first quarter, seasonal index for first quarter, formula average of first quarter, average of first quarter divided by average of average into 100. Average of first quarter divided by average of average into 100. See, the average of first quarter is 105.125, 105.125 divided by average of average, that is 99.83 into 100. So 105.125 into 100 divided by 99.83. So the seasonal index for first quarter is 105.30. Write down the values 105.30 for first quarter. Likewise, find out for second quarter. For second quarter, average 95.05 divided by average of average 99.83 into 100. So 95.21. 95.21. 95.21. Find out seasonal index for remaining two quarters. For third quarters, the seasonal index will be 100.97, and for last quarter, the seasonal index will be 98.52. 98.52. So this way, we can find out seasonal variation for quarterly data under ratio to moving average method. Shall I explain again? Under ratio to moving average method, the first thing we have to calculate the moving averages which is given in the questions. If they stated follow 4-year moving average, then follow 4-yearly moving average. If it is 3-year, then follow 3-yearly or 3-quarterly or 3-figurely moving averages. So here I followed 4-yearly or 4-figurely moving average. So find out moving averages, then find out ratio to moving averages by using this formula, that is actual data divided by moving averages into 100. Find out ratio to moving averages, and next step, find out total of ratio to moving averages for each quarter or for each month. Find out total, and after that find out average of that ratio to moving averages. Then find out total of average, and find out average of average. Finally, uh, then we can find out what is the seasonal indices or index for each quarter by using formula average of particular quarter divided by average of average into 100. Yeah, understood. Now if you have any doubt you can ask.